following presentation is brought to you by Ron Geyer, a professional guide, outfitter, writer, and photographer. Ron's experience in the field as a hunter, guide, and journalist spans decades and travels all throughout the world. These chapters from his video, The Guide's Guide to Hunting, Hunter Education from Bench to the Field, Guns and Optics, is provided as a courtesy to RMTV viewers to help educate, inform, and better prepare you as a hunter and a sportsman on your next upcoming small game to big game rifle hunt. If you're an experienced rifleman, sportsman, and hunter, you'll enjoy Ron Geyer's easy-to-understand approach to selecting everything from your rifle, scope, binoculars, and spotting scopes. You might even learn more about properly sighting it in, trigger pull, and recoil. If you're a new hunter, you're going to learn a lot. Bullets, calibers, all about optics, shooting positions, safety, shot placement, and so much more. Ron Geyer's Guide to Hunting, Hunter Education from the Bench to the Field, Guns and Optics is one of the most complete, thorough video presentations for everyone from the new hunter to the seasoned pro. To get your own personal and complete copy, order online by going to www.theguidesguidetohunting.com or contact Tracker Marketing, 4130 Pinewood Lake Drive, Bakersfield, California, 93309. Full and complete price is only $19.95 plus $3 shipping and handling.
One of the things that's going to make you a good shooter is learning how to control your trigger pull, trigger squeeze. If you've got a factory gun you just purchased, look at the trigger pull, have it measured, find out how much pressure does it take to have that trigger work. If it's 7 or 8 pounds, that's probably too much trigger pull. You might want to get it adjusted. Many guns now will come with an adjustable trigger. You can buy an aftermarket trigger assembly that has adjustments in it. I would caution you from getting the trigger pull adjusted so low that it becomes a hazard. I know a lot of guys have like a 1 pound trigger, a 1.5 pound trigger pull. It can be dangerous. Sometimes if you bang the gun against the ground and it's a light adjustment, it'll go off. So a 3 pound trigger pull is just fine, but that's up to you personally to figure out what you're going to use in your gun. But you need to practice that trigger pull. You need to get the feel of the gun. You need to build muscle memory for how does that trigger feel. So when you're in the field, you'll know where that trigger's at. To do that, we're going to use a snap cap. You don't want to fire dry with nothing in the chamber. Snap cap will protect your firing pin. Get ready to shoot, get down and get the gun. Make sure your cheek's welded to the stock like it's supposed to be. You get a good field of view, your eye relief's right, and you put the fat part of your finger, the index finger, on the trigger sweet spot and just pull steady and slow back until the gun goes off. Now do that over and over again until you realize how much pressure it takes, and you memorize that feeling so that you know when you pull that trigger, it's going to go off. That takes a little development, a little practice. But it's important to manage that trigger squeeze, both when you're in the field hunting and when you're sighting your gun in. Learn how the trigger feels in your hand, and if it needs to be adjusted, get it adjusted. Very important to be a good shooter. All right, we're ready to start sighting this gun in. But before we do, let's talk a little bit about range safety. Always leave the bolt open and make sure the weapon's unloaded. If somebody hands you a weapon, open the bolt, stick your finger in the breech, make sure there's no round in there. Make sure the clip is empty, the magazine is empty. There's no substitute for safety on the range. Anytime, even in a hunting situation, if you walk up to a group of people with a weapon, make sure the bolt's open. Everybody then knows the bolt's open and the gun is in safe condition. If you walk up, even though you've unloaded the weapon and the bolt's closed, nobody knows it's unloaded but you. Make sure the bolt's open at all times, that you're not going to fire the thing. Always keep that muzzle pointed downrange. Don't wave it around. It only has to go downrange. Be very safe when you're handling your gun. We don't want accidents to happen in our shooting sports, so be very careful. You're the one in control of that. Make it happen.
RMTV will be running more of Ron Geyer's The Guide's Guide to Hunting, hunter education from the bench to the field, guns and optics in future episodes. To get your own personal and complete copy, order online by going to www.theguideguidetohunting.com or contact Tracker Marketing, 4130 Pinewood Lake Drive, Bakersfield, California, 93309. Full and complete price is only $19.95 plus $3 shipping and handling.